2008 will be over in less than a week, and today's Your Money family, financial, and legal expert Alexis Neely is here to give you the skinny on a few things you really should do in the next 5 days if you haven't done them already. And this is one that we all think about. You've got to max out your 401k at work, don't you?
Yes, absolutely. And you've got 5 more days to do it. Yeah. This is one of the things that you've got to do before the end of the year. There are certain things that you can do all the way up through April of next year. Oh. This is not one of them. You've got to max out your 401k now. And hey, if your employer is matching your contributions, there's no excuse. You've got to do this, because if not, you're losing all that money. Right. So do this. Max out your 401k.
Your next tip is to make those charitable donations. And so many of us make the trips to Goodwill, but there are other ways to give. And there's a reason you want to do it by December 31st.
Absolutely, because if you make it before December 31st, it will come off of your taxes this year. If you do it January 1st, it's next year's deduction. And so take a look at where is it going to be most needed. What is your income going to be this year? What do you think it's going to be next year? If you think your income this year is going to be more, make those charitable donations now before the end of the year. 5 more days. Do it. Just get it out of the way, and make sure you keep those receipts if you are going to Goodwill.
You also say that we should do a little bit of shopping and buy some office equipment before the end of the year. Why is that?
Okay, now this is if you're a business owner. Okay. If you're a W-2 employee and you're getting a paycheck, don't
worry
do this.
But if you're a business owner, then why do you want to get all this office equipment now?
Because if you do, you could take it as an expense against this year's taxes. Again, take a look at your income. Where do you need that deduction? If you need it this year, go out and stock up on that office equipment that you're going to need to get anyway, and that way you could take the expense this year instead of next year. Now, if you think your income is going to be much greater next year, then you can wait. But if there are things that you can prepay, it's not just office equipment, but if there's other things that you can prepay, even if they're things that would be due just at the beginning of the year, pay them right now if you can use that deduction this year against your income.
Good. Okay. And another one, this is one you may not think about. If you have a flex spending account with your health plan at work, you need to get that paid down. Yes. And this can be hard to do if you really haven't used a lot of it all year. So what do you recommend to folks?
I recommend you take a look at it. See how much do you have left. Now, this one you don't have to do in the next 5 days. You actually have until March to spend down your flex account. Okay, they give you a little leeway. So don't worry. You don't have to go out and buy glasses and get braces on and do everything in the next 5 days. You have until March 15th, 2009 to do this. But get the statement. Find out how much do you have left in there, because, again, this is a use it or lose it situation. You don't want to lose it.
Okay. And then your final tip is to schedule time with your lawyer. I think that this is one that no one really thinks about.
That's right.
Why should we do this?
Because this is the time of the year when you want to take a look at, is everything in place for me and my family? Most people think they can go to a lawyer once, set up their will, their trust, their health care directives, and forget it. That's not true. You've got to take a look at things every year. Make sure that your assets are owned in the right way. Make sure that the documents are up to date. The laws haven't changed. Your situation hasn't changed. So schedule time now to meet with your lawyer in January, just like you would meet with your CPA every year. Meet with your lawyer every year and get that taken care of.
And this isn't just if you're in a family situation. If you're single, do this too. If you're a homeowner, I mean, there are all kinds of reasons why you should go and meet with your lawyer and get things in order.
Listen, if you want things to be as easily taken care of as possible for your family, if something happens to you, if you're hospitalized, if something more permanent happens, you meet with a lawyer, whether you're single, whether you have kids, whether you have any money or not. Talk with someone, make sure you have everything in order.
Thank you, Alexis, and Happy New Year to you.
Thank you. You too.
And if you have a financial question for Alexis, she would be happy to answer it. Just email us at yourmoney